This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself.
Today we have a Thermador dishwasher that is continually draining, so it probably has water in the drip pan. I've removed the kick panel and just took out that piece of foam, and I've got it unplugged. And what I'm going to do next is try to remove some of the water that's in the drip pan. Just want to make sure it's unplugged, because water and electricity do not mix well, and if you reach in your fingers and it's plugged in, you could get zapped. So all I need really is just a sponge and a pan to put the water in. I'll put down a little towel though too to protect the floor. And I'll reach in with the sponge here on the right side of the drip pan over near the motor. There's a little area where you can put a sponge in. I'll collect some water and then I'll squeeze it out. Probably got to do that about 10 to 15 times to get enough water out to where I can start the dishwasher. If there's still water in there, it lifts up on a styrofoam float, activates a switch, and the dishwasher won't progress in the cycle. It'll just drain continually. Every time you press the power button, even if you open the door, it's just going to have the drain constantly going, and it won't let new water in. It's an anti-flood device. So the first thing you got to do is just get all the water out. This is an endoscope that I'm going to use to look around inside. Maybe it will help me to see where it's draining. So I turn on the power, and then I'm going to look for the Wi-Fi signal on my phone. And once I see the Wi-Fi signal, I'll pick that from my Wi-Fi. Then I'm going to go to the app that comes with it. And when I press the app button, I'll be able to see through the end of this camera, which is, they call it an endoscopic camera. It allows you to kind of peer in there and see what you normally can't see with your eyes. So I'm going to reach in with that camera, look around and see if I can see where it might be dripping or leaking. The other way you can kind of see what's going on is you can remove the dishwasher partway from the cabinet. You don't have to remove the drain or the fill line or even unplug it, because usually there's a long enough cord for all three of those to be able to get it out of the cabinet and be able to remove the side panel so you can see what's going on. So I'll try that. I'm going to remove these screws holding it into the cabinet at the top, and then I'm going to lower the feet so I can slide it out, plug it back in, and I'm going to start it up. And because I got rid of all that water, it is starting. It is letting new water come in, and it should start to do the circulation pretty soon. I'm going to look here on the left-hand side. I pulled away the panel and the insulation. I'm just going to peer in there and see if I can see any drips or anything leaking. Everything seems pretty normal on that side, so I don't think it's the drain motor. I don't think it's the fill system. Something else is leaking. My suspicion is it may be the seal, the impeller seal on the circulation pump. So here's where the motor is in the circulation pump. In this side, I am noticing that there is some water that's slowly accumulating, and this only is happening once the dishwasher is filled and it's starting to circulate. So I think the circulation pump seal needs to be replaced, and it's not super hard to do. They cost probably about $50 to $90 for the seal kit. Comes with a new impeller. So I think I'll order that and go ahead and take the dishwasher apart and fix that seal. These start to leak sometimes over time, and it's not super hard to replace. Just looking in there as it's running. Gotta be careful that you don't touch any of the electrical terminals, but I'm just using my flashlight to look in there and see if I see a buildup of water or if I see any dripping. And I do see water flowing out from the motor, so I think that's the only possible explanation is that impeller seal is probably just worn out and has a slight leak. And this is true for a lot of different makes of dishwashers. So I'll go ahead and just put the insulation back, get it back in the cabinet, and order the part. And then when the seal kit comes in, I'll go ahead and put that in. But that's what was happening with this Thermador. Here's the seal kit. It's the same one that's used for Thermador, Siemens, and Bosch. And a lot of different stores can sell it, probably again between $40 and $90. So thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe when you get a chance.